Chapter 843. As he thought about his past, Alex could not help but feel overwhelmed with emotions. There were only two people in the Richard family who really treated him well. One of them was Lord Richard, who had already passed away, and the other person was his wife, Emma. Since Lord Richard had already passed away, the only person left in the entire Richard family who was really good to him was none other than Emma. When Alex saw Emma standing on the balcony with a sad expression on her face, he walked over to her slowly before he said, "Emma, you don't have to worry too much. Mom will definitely come home safely, okay?" Emma only realized that Alex had entered the room when she heard him speaking. She turned around and glanced at him with an annoyed expression on her face as she said, "You don't really care about her. So, of course you would think that nothing will happen to her. Even if something happened to her, you would not be really sad or worried at all." Alex knew that Emma was still mad at him. Therefore, he sighed softly before he walked over to Emma and continued comforting her, "My dear wife, I know that you are worried that your mother might be suffering or that she had encountered some sort of danger outside. However, don't you think that it would also be good for your mother to suffer a little?" Emma replied, "I understand what you mean, but the main point is that even if she should be suffering, it should also be within a controllable level. If she is in danger, then everything will be completely out of control then." Alex nodded slightly before he said, "Why don't we take a good rest tonight? We will go out and continue looking for your mother in the morning tomorrow, okay?" Emma hesitated for a moment before she nodded slightly and said, "Okay, we should go to bed first. I will go to the police station to ask about their progress first thing in the morning tomorrow. They told me that if Mom is still missing tomorrow, they will dispatch the Blue Sky Rescue Team to go out and look for her." "Okay," Alex hurriedly coaxed her as he said, "the Blue Sky Rescue Team can mobilize a very strong social force. It should be relatively easy for them to look for a missing person." "I hope so," Emma replied as she turned around and walked back into the bedroom. Alex followed closely behind Emma with a faint excitement in his heart. After all, tonight was the night that he was finally going to level up. He would finally be able to hug his wife to sleep on the bed. If everything went smoothly, he would finally be able to consummate his marriage with his wife. With that in mind, Alex hurriedly followed Emma into the bedroom and he was about to hug Emma before putting her on the bed. Before he could even do so, he saw that Emma was not heading toward the bed. Instead, she walked directly toward the closet before she took out a set of bedding and said angrily to Alex, "Here. You are still going to sleep on the floor tonight." "What?" Alex exclaimed in surprise. After that, he said, "My dear wife, didn't you say that I would be able to level up after moving into the villa? I have already been sleeping on the floor for the past 3 years, so it is about time for me to sleep on the bed with you." Emma was a little embarrassed and she stomped her feet angrily before she said, "That's what I said before this, but the situation is a little different now. Your upgrade will have to be delayed." Alex asked with a depressed expression on his face, "How long will it be delayed?" Emma replied angrily, "It will be delayed until Mom comes home." Alex was taken aback and the expression on his face changed immediately. Elaine, you are really always lingering no matter where you are." As he thought about this, Emma had already climbed into bed. As she laid in bed, Emma said angrily, "You are not allowed to secretly sneak up here. Otherwise, I will chase you out of the bedroom and you will sleep on the first floor instead." Alex had no choice but to agree with Emma. "Okay, my dear wife. I will not upgrade today then. We will talk about this when Mom is back." Alex could not help but feel a little depressed. At the same time, he was also extremely annoyed at Elaine. If his mother-in-law did not try to steal his black card, things would not have ended up like this. If she had been honest and righteous, she would be happily sleeping in the big master bedroom on the 3rd floor now. Moreover, he would have been able to sleep on the same bed as Emma tonight. It seemed as though he really had to teach this woman a lesson. He would have to give some instructions to Isaac and ask him to send a few people into the detention center to teach Elaine a lesson. She should be taught a lesson so that she would learn not to steal other people's things and try to transfer other people's money from other people's bank accounts to herself in the future.